Good Tuesday afternoon, everyone. You're probably used to seeing me in a different form, face forward, but I decided to come on today and show this mystery jewelry lot where it was completely on the jewelry. So I just arrowed the camera down and I plan to do some other things with the camera in this position. So don't look at the mess on the, let me turn, I've got a mess up here. I've been shipping and everything. So I do have a mess. So before you come in the chat, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video. I'm just getting used to arrowing my camera down so that it's visible in a different, here we'll go even lower here, in a different light. Whoops, and once I get it down, I'm trying to do it here. It's wanting to give me trouble, so we're going to arrow it down like this. Hey, Brian and Laura, my two favorite people. So I'm getting used to having the camera down here. I've got my ring light has a little projecting thing that you can put a phone on. So I decided to arrow down so, because I do intend to do some crochet tutorials. And we're just arrowed down and so we can see a little bit better. So it's just one of them things, getting used to it and doing the balancing act and all that. But I felt like it was necessary to kind of branch out, so they speak, to do something a little. Look at me, Mom. I'm growing here. Look at this. Usually I am on full camera. Y'all know that. Laura has her grandmother's crochet needles. Yeah, I've been crocheting. I'm almost done with my skull doily. Don't look at that mess back there. I've been shipping and I'm not done yet. That's why I spread these out because, hey, Kelly, you left a comment on one of my videos, and thank you so much for doing that. And I decided to go in a little different format today, so that we could get a bird's eye view of the goodies that are going to be shown. And thank you, Kelly, for leaving that comment. It really means a lot in the long run. In the YouTube algorithm, it really helps, and I really appreciate that. And it's good to see you, Kelly, and welcome in. So sometimes we need to do some different things in order to... And everyone, give Kelly a nice warm welcome. She is new. Welcome, welcome, sweetie. Let's all give Kelly a big Gina's Glam and Galore welcome, please, and thank you. I appreciate you being here. And yeah. I've been popping out them shorts like crazy, y'all. You're welcome, sweetie. You see, if you want to get, hey, Desiree, welcome in, sweetie. If you want to get to your destination, you got to put it out there. So I did make a vow this year that I was going to drop it like it's hot, guys. And I am doing it. And I really appreciate all my subscribers. It really means a lot, guys. It really does to, have you guys as subscribers. I know a lot of you, you're all wonderful people. And don't forget that thumbs up, please, and thank you. So, as I was saying this, and there's R&R, welcome in. So I'm at a different angle because I think I've got some jewelry that's going to rock your world and mine too. So I would probably, if someone's seen something of interest, I would probably sell it to you if you're interested. And this box is from Tanya, My Jewelry Addiction. And I'm really pumped up because she knows what I like. And thank you so much, Laura, for dropping those links. I do appreciate that. And I know it's good, guys. I can feel it. I can feel it through the. So I decided to come in a little different format today. And once I get everything mastered, I do plan to do some crochet tutorials because I think it would people would really like it. Even you guys out there, Romel, and welcome in, sweetie. Guys crochet and knit. Now, I have never knitted before. Hey, Nana, welcome in. Sweetheart, welcome in. I've never knitted before. I'm pretty advanced in crocheting, and so I decided that if I could get the right angle on things, that I sure would, where you could actually see everything in motion. Oh yeah, you know me. I do make my rounds. You guys have probably seen me in many chats. And this is heavy, guys. It is heavy, and Tanya pretty much knows what I like, so I know something is really good up in here, just saying. So I am in a different format, but I think it does. Hey, Blue Rose Lady, I think it does display things better. You can get a better view of it. So that's why I decided, you never know what you can do until you try, right? And I know it seems strange just seeing a set of hands, but we must expand. So I'm just now getting to where, let's put that light on. Let's get a little light on the subject. We have a bright light. And since you guys are all here and we all love mystery jewelry lots, let's admit it. And, it's exciting. You don't know what's in it, but I do have a good inkling of, hey, Mama Chola, but this is from Tanya, my jewelry addiction. Oh my gosh, it's the thrill of the hunt and the expectations, and you know what I mean. So, without further ado, of course, we never show anyone's address for the privacy reasons, and we never show that. So, I am going to jump in. We're going to jump into this mystery unboxing and see just what we have. And I'm really excited. So, like I said, we do not show anyone's address. We like to keep things private. Not everyone wants their business out there. So we try to respect that of other resellers and not do that. And so let me see if I can't get this. Oh, it's so exciting. This is far better than a jewelry jar, guys. And that's why I was so excited. And Tanya, I know she stuffed it full. So let's dig in. Okay, throw your dinner in and pull up a seat because I know it's going to be good. So we're just going to yank all this out. There's a lot in here, guys. It weighs pretty good, just saying. And Tanya, she gets amazing items. Let's make sure we get it all. She gets amazing items, guys. So we will go through. And I think there's a couple pieces of sterling in here as well. Good to see you, Blue Rose Lady. I am excited. So where do we go first? We'll just pick this up first. Move this. Oh my goodness. Isn't that beautiful? And I would say it's about a 16. And just check out the bedazzle in that beauty. I imagine it is choker length. Oh, yeah, absolutely. You have a fold over clasp on it. It's not marked, but who cares? Because it is really beautiful. Thank you for dropping that, Laura. I appreciate that. And there we have it. One beautiful, it's probably around 16 inches. And she knows what I like, so she put it together specifically for me. And Tanya's been moving a lot of merchandise. Isn't that beautiful? So she's doing, oh my gosh, there's a whole bag of rings. I'm in heaven for sure. So we have, oh Lord. So look at her sitting up there. She probably don't want to get rid of a thing. So we have this. It looks like a fashion ring. It got some like pink stone. No, wait a minute. Let me find my doodad here. Well, dummy, you have a light right in front of you. But it does need a little cleaning. It is marked something. It is a larger ring. And, you know, the more you try to be prepared, but it is a fashion ring. It is larger. I keep wanting to go toward there. Let me hold that up on camera. It is larger. And next up, we have this one with a beautiful blue stone in it. Kind of an aqua color. And here it is right here. And it's a fashion ring, but it's very nice. It has a beautiful stone. It appears to be a larger size, and the stone is really beautiful in that. So there's that one. Then we have, do you do a jewelry exchange, or is it something you bought individually at auction? It was a lot, Mama Chola. Tanya has been putting together lots lately, and it was a jewelry lot. And this one's pretty neat. This one's kind of heavy, and look at that stone in that. It's a really pretty stone. It's a heavy made ring. I can tell it's quality. Look at that it's like a mystic type. Oh, this right here, that's a Kirsten. I keep forgetting my camera is right there. So there's that one. And here's another pretty one here. These are costume, but they're good quality. Let me make sure that. And they're all in really good shape. And here's the stone right there. Turn it to the side. There's the side gallery. Maybe I'm too close. Right there. Boom. That was some bright lights, wasn't it, ladies? Isn't that pretty? And next up, we have the most beautiful, and this is right up my alley, pair, and they do have a name on them. What did I do with that cussed magnifier? Oh, I'm first one place and the other. These are vintage and they're marked. What are they marked? I can't tell what they're marked, but they are vintage. There's a pair of them. And I think it's a glass stone, but they're vintage, and I love vintage, and they're screw backs. right there. They're in excellent condition and they're screwbacks. And this is an old one, guys. This is neat. It's not, what's it say? Where is the all hair, guys? Duh. Hey, Ginger. Welcome in, sweetheart. Let's get some light on the subject here. Let's see here. It's marked in the back. Where's that? I probably don't even have it plugged in. I can't tell what it says. I've got too much stuff on here and it's crazy. I don't know where my magnifier is. Mama Chola, your hat's done, by the way. Where is that darned? I'll tell you. It's a snake, but this one is an older ring. It is marked, and I cannot tell something. I've got contacts on, but it is marked, and I can't tell. But look at this ring. Look at this ring. Check it out. Look at this. I believe, though, I think those may be faux marcasites. Look at that. How beautiful. Let me get my hands steady. Look at the stone in that baby. Hey, Facey Ace, welcome in. But isn't that beautiful? And it's older, and there's the shoulders of the ring. Isn't that beautiful? It's a beautiful ring. It's adjustable, and it's really old, guys. It is really old. It is Anna Copland. Oh, it's old, guys. I love older rings. I just love older rings. Isn't that gorgeous? It's a beautiful ring and it's older. I love older stuff. Then this does appear to be, once I get it untangled here. I can't, oh no, it's not silver. This is costume, but it is little rhinestones. It's a Shambhala style bracelet right there. You can make it adjust your length, and here are the stones. Beautiful, beautiful stones. There's that, and I'll put that back. So I was really excited because I knew something good was definitely coming. I love this. I love those older rings, and this is beautiful. It's got your rhinestones. I love that. It reminds me of ametrine. It is really beautiful. Purple. Yes, I like purple too, but pink is kind of my thing. But, guys, I do have jewelry as well, but it seems like my constituents love that vintage glass, and I do get a lot of it. And here we have this is different. That's pretty neat. What is this? This is different. What is in there? It looks like it's like seed beads, guys, and they're sparkly. And then it comes down to this and then has this little gold little thing on it right here. And I think it's a picture of, it's got birds on it. Oh, how cute. And a person's picture in there, but here's the birds right here. I think I may have my light a little bright. Come on now, go. A little bright. Sometimes when you have your light too bright, it drowns out everything. And it's got this thing in there and it's got little birds in it. I don't know if you can see that or not. And it's just a really neat layered piece that comes down in a layer. As Bruce says, this is a throw and go. So that is really a neat necklace, probably older, and it's a longer necklace. Pretty neat. That right there. Okay. Then, oh my goodness, what is this? I really like cross jewelry, and I think that's what this is. As y'all can see, I'm every day, if I'm going out somewhere, I'm always sparkling. Then we just have this little layering necklace right here with the little circles. That one. This cross is stunning, guys. It's got blue stones in it. And it's got a it's on a gorgeous chain. Just saying. And it's like, look at the chain, guys. And look at that cross. Now, if that's not gorgeous, and it is a gold tone, it's beautiful, isn't it? Sparkle, sparkle. Yep, Kelly, I'm so guilty of that. And I believe this to be older, and the reason why of the formation of that chain, I've seen that exact formation on older chains, and it's probably vintage. Isn't it nice, Facey Ace? Beautiful blue cross. Back it up a little bit. Isn't that beautiful? It's older, guys. I can tell that chain is a dead giveaway. That is, and it's weighty, guys. It really is. It's got some weight to it. I know, isn't that beautiful? I love things shaped. I do too, Brian. I do too. Then we have a little ladybug pin, and she is marked as well. And of course, I can't see for looking, but here's a ladybug. Yeah, Brian, I think it's vintage because I keep wanting to go over there. I own necklaces that have that exact configuration on the chain, and I think it is vintage. You know, they don't do chains like that today. Whoops. Say, be still, be still. They don't do chains like that today. And I do have a couple that have that same configuration, and they're older. And there we have the lovely ladybug. Yeah, it's an older one, I'm sure. Then we have these pretty faceted, oh my God, does she have my number or what? This beautiful faceted, and we have purple, pink, and white. And they are glass. They would be beautiful torsaded together. Unless it made them too short. But I think if I had a, torsade means this right here where you go like that. Look at those glass. Those are glass. Aren't they beautiful? Torsade that together and get one of those things. I can never think of what that is. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the shimmer of the glass and the pink and the purple, and it automatically stole my heart, just saying. I am a pink person for sure. Then we have this little bracelet that's got arrows on it. Gold tone. It's kind of a small one. Right there. I know, glass, the thing to give it that wow factor, as I like to call it. And we're moving on. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wowza, wowza. This does have a variety of stone. Look at that. Now that is old, guys, and it is a brooch. And it is old, and it does have those different color stones in it for a reason. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? My goodness. That is gorgeous. Isn't that beautiful? I love old things. I get into that older stuff for sure. I just think it has so much character and wowza. Let me see here. I think this feels like a stone, and it looks quite a bit like lapis to me. And this is adjustable, and it's 925. Hello. I keep wanting to go over there. Isn't that beautiful? Let my camera decide to focus. Isn't that gorgeous? It is adjustable, and it's 925. Yay. What finger would that fit? But isn't that gorgeous? Mama Chola said, that's why you love me, because I'm old as dirt. Mama Chola, you're not old. You're just seasoned well. Say, boy, I tell you, she has a way of putting things. I love that brooch. It's so pretty. My goodness. Let me look at the back. I think this might be. Let's see if I see any striations. It could be lapis. Isn't that beautiful, though? I'm wanting to go over there because I'm not used to it. Gorgeous. Now you know why I was so excited when I got this box. I went to the mailbox, guys, and oh my God, it's all I could do to carry these. She knows me really well. Isn't it amazing? I love angels. And I got a set of earrings here that are gold tone. I love angels. You know, it's really good when a reseller really knows a person, not just, and she does, and they are pierced earrings. And aren't they beautiful? I've always been partial to angels. Focus. Right there. So they are post back. Aren't they cute? I love angels. I always have been attracted to angels. And we're moving on. Everything has been, oh my God. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it doesn't take long to figure out. Yes, that's what makes it even more special, because she knows everything you like, and you'll get the things that you want in high quality from a person that knows your style. You said it, Kel. You said it, girlfriend. Oh my God, this is glass, and it is, oh my gosh. Look at that. And it's a long one. Isn't that amazing? Now, something like this would go with anything. Look at that. It's glass. It is beautiful, and it's got little gold spacers in there, gold tone. I love that. This is one of those things that go with about anything. It's really nice. You can double it up, or you can probably get it over your head doubled. It is beautiful. Look how gorgeous that is. Wowza. Oh, I love that. Is the bracelet that you got from Bruce? Yes, it was from Bruce, Mama Chola. It's sterling, and it is fantabulous. Just check out the bling. And those are rhinestones. And isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous. Sterling. Yeah. I tell you, the boys know how to kill somebody. I'm telling you. Let me put these over here in this box. I love this brooch. I am in love with this brooch, guys. It's not marked, but it should be. I am in love with that. That is so beautiful. Here we go. You got to be real still, and it's so blingy. I love that. Thank you, Mama Chola. And now you know why I was so darned excited, because I knew it was going to be. Yes, they do. I mean, they thrift. They have very good taste, and they kill you. But what a way to go, right? What a way to go. All right. Thank you, Kelly. Yeah, feed your husband. He'd be in a lot better mood. What a beautiful package. I know, Mama Chola. When men are hungry, they turn into a bear when they're hungry, just saying. Bag. Moving on. I know this is a brooch, and I'm probably going to pass out here, so bear with me. Oh my God. I am flabbergasted right now. Jiminy crickets, and I believe, look at that. Now, if that's not a good brooch for a hat, I don't know. What a way to go, right, Mama Chola? A pauper's funeral, and you look like Zsa Zsa Gabor. Look at that. That is beautiful. Oh my God, I knew it was a brooch. Isn't that gorgeous? That would be perfect on a hat. That is showy. It's not marked, but it's older. That is just, I knew it was a brooch. I could feel it in the construction. Mercy. Look at that construction now. If that's not the cat's meow. She'll probably catch it later, but that is just yummy, and that's all I can say. It is yummy and would be beautiful on a hat. Put it out, wrap it, and put it. Oh my God, that is gorgeous. Moving on. Oh, we have another brooch. And I believe that's glass. And I think this is older. And I can tell because of the thing that's going through that. That is very atypical of older jewelry, especially on a bead. Isn't that beautiful? That is beautiful. Hey, Francis, welcome in. I know you're viewing me from a different angle, but when you're showing something like this, it's required. Okay, let's put this over here. That. Moving on. Oh my gosh. Moving on. We have yet another bag. So we will empty that out of all the goodness. And good to see you. Francis cracked me up last night. I was sitting there trying to crochet and I was just in stitches. Poor Bruce. He's at the mercy of all us. Oh my gosh. Whew. I don't know if I can handle it. No, I can. This is another brooch to go on a hat. Look at that. Lord have mercy. Man, look at the bling on that. Blinding. Isn't that gorgeous? Those are quality stones, and you can tell that they're quality. You can tell, when there's older jewelry, the quality of the stones really stand out. I got a lot from Tanya, and that's why I was so excited. Isn't that beautiful? Perfect brooch for a hat. Oh yeah, Francis. I'm that is so beautiful. Like I said, you can tell the quality in the stones on this. I mean, when they put this baby together, they were not playing, that's for sure. Beautiful, and it's probably older. Let me protect it by wrapping it. Francis, I'm going to have to look. Oh my God, she definitely has my number. This was made in Germany, so we know it's older. And look, I keep wanting to go over there. A butterfly, and this is made in Germany, and it's probably an older piece. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but that line, I was rolling, trying to concentrate on this is a Germany piece. And it's, let's see if I can't show it to you. A little closer, slow down a little bit. You have to be like razor sharp, but it is from Germany. It is a butterfly. I love butterflies. I always have. I love the winged creatures. But yeah, you can tell this is old. In made in West Germany, there's a difference. And you can tell by the construction there again that it is older. And that would also be pretty on a hat. And this seems to be like some. So I would say this is definitely vintage right here. I love me butterflies. It seems like I'm attracted to winged creatures. I love fairies. Sometimes it doesn't even take a word. And then we'll crack up to let alone a sentence, Francis. Hey, Lenore, sweetheart, welcome in. We're opening a box lot that I bought from my jewelry addiction, and oh my goodness. These are clip backs. And they are spectacular. I mean, they're really, I'm not for sure of what the material is. They are clean, and they got that on them. I'm telling you, after you wear clips for so long, you take them off and your ears are throbbing. Wow, ouch. Or at least, and I do love clip earrings. I really do. And there we have it. Aren't those beautiful? Love them. They're kind of a peachy color. And welcome in, Miss Lenore. Aren't they beautiful? It kind of has a moon glow effect to it. It's very pretty. Just the right size, and you can tell their quality. They are beautiful. Like new, like they just rolled off the assembly line. Wait a minute, hold up. These are Joan Rivers. No wonder the quality spoke for Rivers. Oh my goodness. And I really love them. They're just the right size and they are beautiful. You definitely scored a good lot from Tanya. She knows what you like, and that makes it even better. Don't worry, I'm taking notes, sister. Oh my God, isn't I mean, they're Joan Rivers and they're just the perfect size. And they're like a blush color and they are beautiful. Oh my goodness. I do enjoy vintage items. They're made better. They have so much character, guys. They really do. So that what I knew that big one was a brooch. I could feel it, and oh my gosh, is this from multiple sales or you bought it? It was a lot, Francis, from Tanya. She's been lotting up things lately. Oh my gosh. If she was here, I'd give her a big hug. Total big hug. Oh my God, guys. I am sitting here in a trance. Oh my God. No way. She is something. If she was here, I would just have to give her a hug. This is marked and I can't tell what it says. But it's marked and it's the most amazing little pill thing and it's gold tone. I know. Hey, nephew Troy, isn't that? And she really pays attention to what people like. I mean, she really did. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And it's in really good condition. It is marked. And for the life of me, I can't tell what it says. Looks like an SA. I don't know, but it's fabulous. I keep wanting to go over there. You could put that in a purse and take like put aspirin in it. I'm lucky I don't take blood pressure medicine or anything. I'm relatively healthy. Isn't that beautiful? That is right up my alley. And thank you, Lenore, for dropping that. Welcome in, Allie. You could put your Motrin in there, or, I don't have high blood. I don't take medicine at all. I'm healthy as a horse. But isn't that amazing? That is just so beautiful. I know it, Mama Chola. I open that up and I'm like, oh my gosh. She is really in tune with. I seen that cameo and it was like the angels were singing, just saying, right? Oh my gosh. This is magnificent. I mean, what can I say? Oh my goodness. Is that, oh, that's another marked something, BW something. And these brooches are in excellent condition, and I am just as thrilled as I can be. BW. Look at this. I mean, it's like I went over to her house and picked these out because this would be exactly what I would pick. Hold it still. This has like the little faux pearls in gold tone. It's like I went to her house and said, okay, Tanya, put the trays out. I'm going through stuff. But this is almost so ironic that, there we go. Look at that. Heavens to Murgatroyd. Is that not beautiful? And here's the back. I love the way this is shaped, the shape of it. It has such a very classy looking thing about it. It is gold toned. That is so pretty. Well, yeah, good point. Whoops, Romel. You could wear it upside down and it would look like a Christmas tree. But look, guys, it's angels. Oh my gosh. I'm glad you told me to do that. I know, nephew Troy, I sure do. Those are angels. Oh my gosh. They're angels. Thank you, Romel, for telling me to turn that around. Oh my God, oh gosh. I would be hugging her big time if she was here right now. How is it that she must really just makes you want to, like, dag. Aw, I know this is Sterling. Yes, we do love you guys and thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I mean, I don't know. Mama Charlie, you said it all when you said she bought a lot from Tanya. Yeah, it was all in a lot. She put a lot together. She's been doing that. And this is Sterling, a baby heart. Aw. This is a very delicate little sterling silver heart. That is so precious. But I cannot believe, I mean, it's like I said, hey, Jess Messon, welcome in. It's like I went into her house and said, okay, Tanya, bring those trays out. Guys, I mean, this is beyond my, isn't it though? And it's adjustable. Hello. I believe it is lapis because when I looked at it, I did see some inclusions in it, as you can see. And it's adjustable and it's just the right size. Isn't that gorgeous? And it is sterling. It is adjustable, I think. No, guys, it isn't. So what it is, it is. So I thought it was just really beautiful. Tiffany, if I sing Tiffany, I wouldn't be able to shout because I'd be laying backward in this chair, right? You never know, guys. This, I love this. And this is older, and I absolutely, Anne Cop, Hoplin, I love this ring. I am in love with this ring because I know it's vintage, and that stone is crazy beautiful. And it reminds me of ametrine, but it's not. Isn't that gorgeous? I really appreciate the older things. It's what I love, and I love this ring. Thank you, Tanya. Isn't it, Nana? She's been putting together and going through a lot of her things. And she had it in here to where the chain wouldn't get tangled on this one. And it's just a real simple heart, but it is beautiful. I tell you, I know I'm a Coro fan and Weiss, so we'll put it in there so not to mess anything up. I love this ring. I can't get over it, guys. Somebody pinch me. Am I dreaming? No, I'm kidding. Coplic. Right. And it's got right in the back, KOP. Yes, you're right, Francis. It is gorgeous. I don't think I've ever seen in the stones. It's very lovely. It's so beautiful. That is so beautiful. And vintage, right up my alley. So I love hoop earrings too. I used to wear them constantly. And look how sweet she was. She put them like that to ensure they would not get tangled. And y'all know how a necklace is. When it gets tangled, it makes you want to pull your hair out or somebody else's. This has something on it. Let's see here. I know T has some killer. I mean, she gets some amazing things. And she does kill. I think we have that in common. We both like the older stuff, the brooches and the Victorian era, and these are magnificent, just saying. And here we have a pair of gold tone hoops. It'll take me a while to get used to showing at this angle because, as you can see, I automatically wanted to go in front. But isn't that something nice? You know, with a little bit of bling in there on that day when you're running out the door and you just want a little something. Very nice, very nice. My foot's asleep, guys. I got to move it. Let's see this one. This one's a pretty one as well. Let's see here. And then we have this one here. Isn't that pretty? Wowza. When I seen that brooch, I about fell out of this chair because that thing is something special, let me tell you. Oh, how cute. I love this. Hey, Relic, welcome in. I love this. I like hearts as well. And let's see here. It is marked. My foot's asleep all the way up to the back of my leg. Let's see here. It looks like it's marked with something here, and I can't tell. It's so tiny whiny. Let's see. 925. Look at this necklace. Now, I love this necklace. Let me put it together. This is the most adorable little necklace. Look at the hearts on that. I am in love with this necklace. It's got hearts on it. Let me pull it like this. It has hearts on it, and then it's got a glass heart, kind of faceted. But look at those tiny little hearts. How cute is that? And that, I believe that's sterling. Oh my gosh, I love that. I feel like a kid at Christmas. And thank you, Laura, for dropping those links. I appreciate it. We're all in this together. And why not help someone if you can? You know, life is too short. You know, bless somebody else. I mean, hey, Christmas, and you're right about that, Francis. And that is so magnificent right up in there. It's delicate, yet it does make a statement, and I absolutely love it. That is just precious. Sorry about the elevated voice, guys. I'm just really, that is so beautiful. My goodness. I tell you, if Tanya offers it might behoove you to jump in there. Let's see here. Oh, there's a bird's eye view of my room, but I'm kind of sitting this way. But I think I've conquered that camera thing. Let me look in the camera. I'm wanting to look over there. But I think I conquered that camera thing. Christmas in a priority box. Yes, it was. And everything was just, I mean, if I keep doing it again, guys, let me move this. Let me hide that. Hang on, guys. I keep looking the wrong way, and I don't want to do that. There we go. I I'm so used to looking this way that I want to look the wrong way. But yeah, I could not have picked out myself. I don't think that, I mean, this stuff is just, it's unreal because it's exactly what I would like. And she's just hit it out of the park. I give to the women's shelter every year. Lots of children there too who don't understand. They're happy to receive anything. Yeah, because guys, there are people out there that they have nothing. Oh, for God's sake, camera. They don't have anything. And it's kind of nice to, especially at Christmas, guys, where there's a need, children, and you just can't, children really don't understand the financial aspect of Christmas. And that's when it really gets sad, guys. It really does. And there's my vintage boutique cowboy hat. Let me see here. And it really gets sad that time of year, but isn't that the cutest thing you have ever seen with the now that bow is right up my alley. That's isn't that cute, Francis? That is adorable. Of course, usually I have it on that side, but we kind of switched it. Yes, that is definitely with the red netting. I still think I should have been born in a different era because the things that I like are just totally like 30s and 40s. Thank you, Brian. From that era, maybe, who knows? But I just really enjoy, I have been looking at flapper dresses, guys, on eBay. And I've come to the conclusion that back in the day, these ladies just didn't eat because, who can wear. I am not a small. I have never been a small. However, you know, um, and I'm looking for one. And when I find the right one, it is so mine. Hey, Bruce, welcome in. It is so mine when I find it. Preferably in pink, but red will do. Oh my goodness. Now, I could not have handpicked. This is just, I hope Tanya rewatches this. And Tanya, if you do rewatch this, if you're rewatching this, bravo, you did a fantastic job, just saying. Some of the nicest things, and I really appreciate it. And in a way, she knows, I mean, she has a good memory. But it was I don't know, it was a little like I have also looked at flapper dresses and I can't get my boobies in them. But those ladies were very tiny, small necks. Yeah, they don't, you know, they need to make, I know, and that was the era. They had little bird legs and stuff like that. Meanwhile, here in this time and space, thank you. We like to eat our pizza and cheeseburgers and potato chips and french fries and we like to eat. I guess the fast food market didn't take. This is a Monet here. She bought a lot from Tanya, and I know it. When I seen that one brooch, I was freaking out. Let me find it. I was freaking out. Oh my gosh. But yeah, this is the one that really caught. I'm like, oh my God, I know that's a brooch, and I'm thinking I know it's huge. Isn't that gorgeous? Now that would be so pretty on a hat, but it would have to be a hat that could. This is weighty, guys. This is not one of them lightweights, that's for sure, but it is gorgeous to say the least. It is not marked, but it should be. There's your construction in the back. That's how that's set up with that wire. There's your construction. And it's, man, look how big that is. My goodness. Nothing like a big, beautiful brooch to make your day. This would also be pretty on to have a like a little headband and attach it to that and have it in your hair, a glistening, you know. This is pretty fabulous, guys. I'm telling you, the way it's constructed is just crazy good. Crazy good. That is so beautiful. Back in the day, they knew how to make a brooch, and that's no lie. That's why I always, when I see something vintage, I lose all sense of restraint. But this, I know this is older because I can tell by the way that chain's made. Because I have a few necklaces that mimic that chain, and I know it's old. And I've been wanting a beautiful, look at that. Look at that bad boy there. Isn't that gorgeous? And since the piece is so substantial, so is the chain, and it's like a triple. And I know this is vintage. I know it is. And it's in excellent condition. You can tell when something's old. What a lot. I knew it was going to be exciting. Yes, Francis, it is gorgeous. I knew it was going to be exciting, but like I said, it's like I was at her house and I said, okay, Tanya, bring them trays out. And this would have been exactly what I would have picked. She has good insight. Oh, I love that. It's so beautiful. And like I said, the little pendant is heavy, but the chain definitely suffices. Hey, Elizabeth, welcome in. The chain, when you got a big honking thing like that, and it's not signed, but it should be. But it is gorgeous. And every now and then I like to wear gold tone stuff. It's good to see you, Elizabeth, and welcome in. And it is a beauty. Just saying. Personally, I like the lapis. It's lapis because there's and I thought it was adjustable. Let me see. I got this big man. I tell you what, this thing's heavy, and if you ever hit somebody with it, they'd be gone. This thing's heavy. All right, let's drop her down and see what she's coming in at. It's coming in just, it's over a 7.5, not quite a 7.5, not an 8, but right in the middle of that. And it's fantastic. There it is. Let me hold still. So it's just right in between the 7.5 and the 8, but we may have to. I wonder if it would fit that finger. Let me try it. The band's thicker. Well, it would. I think it does. So there's that Gucci ring that I got from Doug that I was wanting to get a hold of, and yes, I did, and that is Gucci. And why did I want it? Because my name begins with a G. It's still a little loose, but this is a beautiful, very nice. This alone, guys, it does have considerable weight to it. I feel like the rest is just a bonus, really, guys. I already told her that, and I knew she got it from you. I remember when she bought it. Looks fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, this is my second go round, and you ought to see that thing in the sun. I went to the post office with my husband. He goes, "Come on, let's go. I got to get a bath and go to work." And he was outside, and I said, "Okay, Speedy, get cracking." It fits this big finger here. I said, "I'll tell you." I said, "If I can carry a big jewelry chest up a flight of steps, I could do about anything." Hey, Minnie, welcome in. Welcome in. I could do anything. And I said, "The next time you smart off," no, I'm kidding. I said, "Just keep that in mind the next time you say something I don't like." Well, we've been married for 42 years, and every couple has their moments. And we all know that sometimes men can push our buttons. Sorry, Bruce and Brian. I'm just saying. But, we're all that way. I'm sure I do things that get on his nerves. Oh, I wanted to show you something. I'm always doing something. This brooch, I just can't get over it. Yeah, I will be live Saturday because Laura will be on Friday, and I never like to kind of conflict with her live because I like to be there supporting her like she supported me the whole time. And so I do not like to do that. So I can come on Saturday. Heck, that is so beautiful. I can come on Saturday. I don't like to and someone's always going to be on regardless, but I don't like my sales to conflict with Laura, on the same day. Somebody's always going to be on, guys. I'm going to sit that that blows my mind. It blows my mind. I'm going to show, this one reminds me of an ametrine, but I know it's not, and it's older, and it's just adjustable, and it's vintage, and need I say more? I just love that ring while I'm doing that. But isn't that gorgeous? That is just, My neighbor used to tell me her husband never disagreed. I said, I disagree with myself. It's not possible. Now, you guys all know that I'm the queen of sayings. And here's what I say: if two people totally agree in a marriage, there's only one doing the thinking, right? However, females are normally the alpha in the marriage because we get things done. And my husband is really passive, and I am just the opposite. Used to tell me she and her husband never. Okay. Whoops. You know what I just said? If two people agree in the marriage, there's only one doing the thinking because it doesn't happen. We're all individuals, and we all have those buttons that sometimes get pressed. And here's what my husband does: he'll make me mad, and then I'll blow up on him and say, "Well, I knew it was coming." I said, "If you think I'm going to sit here and you're going to smart off to me, you're wrong." I said, "Stop blaming me for your iniquities." They get divorced. Well, I realize that everybody's different. I have a 42-year investment, and you get to the age, guys, where you know it's kind of silly to. I mean, you might get a hold of somebody else that might, yeah, it's just life, that may be a bigger pain than the pain you got rid of. But yeah, I've been married for 42 years. I was 19 and he was 22. Now, what I was going to show you, I this is what I do, guys. I must have one of those. I crochet, watch TV, and play a video game all at the same time. Talk about, and I'm working on, I'll show you the skull one. I'm almost done that I'm working on. And then I will, once I get see the skulls? I'm almost done. See, I'm right there where right above, the next row is right above the eyes. And I crocheted that, and I'm going to do another one because I do things in pairs. Thank you, Relic. Like I said, I multitask. I sit and crochet, I play a video game, and watch TV. And there is a ghost pattern as well, and it's shaped almost like the ghost in the chat. And thank you, Elizabeth. I am a big Pinterest fan, and I thought, Mama Chola, I forgot to show you your hat. I've had this finished. You wanted brown, correct? I have another question, Mama Chola. Do you want a little top knot right there? Do you want a top knot, sweetheart? Because I can do one and pull it right through the center. And it's very warm, Mama Chola. So in the winter months, when when the cold winds are blowing, but there it is. I just picked up this muted brown, and I thought, well, I'll make it. Since all of us older ladies have these hot flashes, you have breathing holes just in case that you get too hot. It lets a little. Okay, it's perfect the way it is. And I had just bought this Karen Cakes yarn, and I was able to. I so enjoy, and as you can see, and the yarn is heavy, so it would be good to wear in the winter. Wouldn't it be funny if you made one and sent it? Oh, let me see here. But yes, I'd rather enjoy crocheting. This one's almost complete. You have your little skulls. Now we will go to Pinterest and see what kind of Speedos. I'm sure they have them. Let's just for giggles, let's see if Pinterest has Speedos that you can crochet. Bruce teases me about, I think I started it though. I bet they do, Pinterest. Let's see, crocheted. Bruce has probably got his shaking his head about now. See, Bruce, I can cut up now because I'm in my element here. Let's see here. I can be bad to the bone. Crocheted. I'm not bad. I'm just got a good sense of humor. I can put it in without laughing. And while we're on this, that's my next look up. I'm a. Here's my thoughts, ladies. Bruce is saying, I'm going to kill her. I'm going to. Oh my goodness. Woo. Mercy. Do they have to show nice looking men in these? Really? I'm not going to show you. I may not be able to crochet something after seeing something like that. Mercy. Here's a Hello Kitty. What is that? Here's a Hello Kitty. And yes, there are thongs available. Oh my goodness. I would show you this. You ladies are, you're going to be drooling if I showed you this because I'm kind of drooling myself. Okay, since this, is that a dummy or is that a man? Oh my gosh. Could what I'm doing be considered voyeurism right now? Okay. Okay, what is your thoughts on this? Look up at the top. That's kind of, see, it's got breathable air holes. And since it's on a mannequin, I think that's a thong. You know what they say? Be careful what you ask for because you might get it. Let's see here. Now for your viewing enjoyment. Now, if Bruce looked like that, instead of sending it to him, I would be mailed to him along with it. There is, now if Bruce looked like that, and we know he don't, if he looked like that, I'd be tempted to put myself in a box. And I've got plan. Oh, here's the, now if you get cold at night, if you get cold at night, here is another version. Here is a Speedo in the warm area. So if it's in the winter time and you get cold and you want to oh my, I knew there is nothing that Pinterest doesn't. Oh my goodness. Now another one. That isn't a Speedo. Let's go back. This ought to be against the law for this one. So back in the olden days, people would mail their children. Seriously. Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah, I've heard that, Laura. I'd show you this, but if you're in the room with your husband, I don't think you could keep cool about it. It's not bad, or it wouldn't be on Pinterest. I don't know. This is risque. Bruce said, I'm being attacked. Or we can go with the simple, stately blue pair. So there's a blue. Whoops, that's not. Yes, it's crocheted. Or we could go with the blue pair right here. Bruce, are you small, medium, large, extra large, 1X, 2X, 3X? Bruce is the one brought up that about the crocheting of the Speedo now. He knows I was going to take it and run with it. Let's see. There's crocheted swimsuits. Bruce is like, I can't believe she did that. Well, he mentioned it, so I just went ahead and ran with it. Crocheted shorts and are you one skein or two skein? I think if he was two skeins, it might go into the diaper category. People mailing their kids. Well, you have to ask them because you want it to fit right. You don't want them to look like they jumped off a third-story building to get in it. You want, once you do your stitches, you don't want them stretched out because when they take them off and it's stretched out, it's all south from there. You wait, I got some surprises. I have to make it. Oh my gosh. Now that's 101 worsted weight briefs. Now that is a little much. Hey, Jen, welcome in. Now, there is something, if you want to have that little extra something, something, this would be the one. If you feel a little naked in your Speedo, then this would probably be the way to go. That way you have a little bit going on at the top and you don't feel so. We're being bad, Jen, but I couldn't help it. Too many memories. Now, see, if you wanted to look stylish and oh my goodness. Now, Bruce can't say nothing because he brought it up. Hey, Penelope. I don't know. I'm going to have to do a guesstimate. I'm going to put, it'll have to be a size that, oh, I got it, a universal size. And welcome in, Penelope. Good to see you. One size fits most, right? Mercy. They got crocheted swimsuits and wow. And see, I guess you can, in case Bruce wanted to have a pretzel on the run, we could make one that's got a pocket for a pretzel. We could always do that, but I do intend after I finish the second one of these, I'm going to make, which I think is turning out rather smashing, by the way. I've got some orange thread coming and I'm going to do some pumpkins. This is so cute. This is Bruce in anticipation of his Speedo. He's all of a sudden he's going to kill me. I know he is. You got to come a long way to do that. That's after the arrival of the speedo. That if it's too small, that'd be him trying to. I can't help it, guys. It's just my personality. It just comes out every time. Every time. Andale, andale. Let's see here. Where is. They do have some really cute things on here, though. They really do. I will. I think it's cute. And I'll label it Bruce waiting. Bruce after he puts a Speedo on and it's too small. So if you receive a Speedo in the mail and you try, let me find it without laughing. Let me see here. Ooh, that's another pretty one. Let's see. Don't. Now this is this is when you get a Speedo in the mail and it's too small. I'll send that to him. He okay, if I make one thing, I'm going to make the other too. That is when you're wearing Speedos that are too small. You should make that his new ringtone. Bruce said, I'm going to kill her. I'm going to kill her. He'll have to come all the way to Indiana. And this is a big house, and I know all the hiding spots. Let me see if we have anything. Or that is someone with a crocheted Speedo that someone added itching powder to. You're like, dang, you're evil. I'm not evil. I just have a good sense of humor. That's all. Yeah, Bruce said at my expense. Where's all the good videos on here when you need? Poor Bruce. He's probably gritting his teeth about now. He's trying contemplating my demise from the for those for many moons away, right? They usually have real little funny little videos on here. Bruce said she is incorrigible, or however you say that. I just like to have fun. And Bruce said, yeah, at my expense. I'm looking for more. They have more little videos like that, but that's okay. This is definitely one that someone after they've put the Speedo on, trying to work around so they're not so tight. They have the cutest videos, don't they? Bruce says, I'm gonna kill her. I'm just gonna get it over with. Oh goodness. You gotta love Pinterest with what is this? Cheesecake fudge. Oh my gosh. And it's got a graham cracker bottom. Yeah, we'll do it. I'll do it after dark show. It's called Comedy Relief After Dark. And since it's going to be getting dark at 6 o'clock pretty soon, so I won't be up all night. They have the most hilarious videos on here. I was wanting to see the kitty cat, not go to Amazon or whatever, the Zon. Okay, let's go back here. Amazon is very entertaining. This is a this is a picture of Bruce after he receives a Speedo. Our anticipation of the Speedo. So if she don't quit picking on me. Oh, this is good, guys. You got to see this. Oh my God. Man, he needs to put some clothes on the way he looks. They have the funniest little videos here. Hilarious. She just opened up her box that she bought the lot from Tanya. She loved everything else. How we're on crocheting Bruce's Speedo or thumb. Hey, Doug. I'm being bad because you know why? Because I am on my channel, and if I want to have a personality and if I want to be silly, I'm gonna. Okay. They told me I should do an after dark. Let me see if I. Now, this uh, Doug is um, Bruce after he receives his Speedo. We have definitely been bad, Doug, but we might be bad, but we're really fun, right? I thought we were fun. Now, Bruce was teasing me about crocheting a Speedo. Now, I'm gonna. Doug, this is Mama Chola's beanie in the brown that she wanted, minus that string that needs to be cut. I think it took me maybe an hour and a half to make this, but it's nice and warm. Oh, you've got to see this, Doug. I go from one crocheting medium to another, and this is the hat that Vintage Cali Doug sent me. Bless, he's as sweet as he can be. But I also crochet with another medium and not. And this I usually do two, and this is a doily, and I'm almost done um, with this one, and I'm going to do two of them. As you can see, right there is the starting of another skull. So, I crochet with all mediums, and when you go from a big bulky yarn to a string, but I can sit and crochet, play a video game on my phone, and watch TV all at the same time. And thank you, Laura, for dropping that. Man, Doug, this jewelry lot from Quest on it, it's a skull, Brian. It is the circle of skulls. See the teeth right there? See their eyes and the nose? They are skulls. Just in time for Halloween. And right up here, as you can see, where I'm working just right above the eye area, the nose is right below the two things in the middle, and the teeth are right there. But yeah, there's still a couple rows left on it, but I do crochet those. I have to be in the mood for it. I have to be in the mood for that. But back to what I was saying. Oh my God, I have to set this where I can see it because it's just that good. How beautiful is that? Of course, if you put it on a hat, it would have to be very substantial, the hat you put it on, but it is magnificent. When I felt that bag, I just love it. There's something about it. So Tanya did an amazing job. I couldn't have, like I was telling the ladies, it was like I was at her house and I said, okay, Tanya, lay those trays out. And she goes, no, you can only pick so many. And, oh, well, I'm talking to Tanya. She is bummed. She is missing this doing her bookkeeping. Well, she can go back and watch it. I had to do it. Yes, she did. And she can watch the replay. I was so excited. But that is fabulous. And I'm a pink person. I'm totally enthralled with this brooch. There's the construction on the back of it. And I'm a pink lover, but I am in love with that brooch. There's something about it that I'm just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Please tell her to watch the replay. She was giggling like she was a schoolgirl at Christmas. Oh, a lot of oh my goodness and oh my gosh and all that. So, and it's heavy. You can tell it's quality. Everything was just perfect. So, if you go to one at Tanya's sale and she offers a jewelry lot, it might behoove you to jump in there because, as you can see, it's killer. Amazing stuff. And I bet that's stainless steel. She does. And like the Goodwill puts all their stuff online, and I bet that's stainless steel. If not, it's awfully close to it, and it's amazing with the Rivoli. Hello. Her happiness was so contagious through the screen. I know that there's a Rivoli on that, and the stone is just freaking flipping fantastic, and that is a Rivoli, and it kind of reminds me. I know I'm going to put that This is adjustable and it's got the most exquisite Rivoli, the points right there. It's amazing. And I love this ring. I love that ring. It reminds me of an ametrine, but I know it's not, but it is spectacular. Very nice faceting. Sometimes, guys, it's the faceting on a cut of anything that makes a difference. But this one's heavy, and I bet it looks a lot like stainless steel to me. And we all know stainless steel is will not. That and it's heavy. There's a lot of weight up in here, guys. It's really mercy. She done very well. I'll just wear them all while I'm at it, right? Hey, Shell Bell, you missed the. Oh yeah, isn't it beautiful? It's gorgeous with the Rivoli. Oh, I love it when I get. The last time I got a jewelry lot is when I found that, and it's a couple of years ago when I found that Pandora bracelet with all those Pandora beads on it, and they were all marked, and I just could not believe my eyes. It was pretty fantastic. There was a lot of sterling in there. And see, the jewelry now, the one in Sellersburg, when I go to, their jewelry bags are, yeah. Now, if you slip on up to the one in New Albany, you get the better bags because, after all, they go through so much stuff, and jewelry, probably have to untangle jewelry, and it's probably gets on their nerves. So, and in the middle of that, a lot of good things gets put in there, and they don't realize it, and it's donated and stuff, so they really don't. Now, the one in Sellersburg, they take, and I don't think that's right. I do not think that once a donation is on the premises, of course, it's none of my business, but I'm just saying, once something is on the premises of wherever, they let someone take that home and go through it. I don't think those items should leave the premises once they are brought in. I just don't think it's right. You know, maybe I'm being too hardcore, but I just don't think it should. You know, so I know why she's saying that because she ain't getting nothing good over there, right? Man, I've been a busy bee today. Pop off one thing and then next the other. I got my red wine foods today, Gina. And the way I packed those, Shell Bell, I said that's my new shipping system where I kind of encase things because I know how they aren't they magnificent. And I usually wash those things before I ever send them out. And what are you going to drink in there, Shell Bell? They are really pretty though. They're different. I had not seen any exactly like those, and they're just neat, you know. Prosecco or Moscato? What is Prosecco? I've heard of it. I just don't know what Moscato is. A wine, isn't it? Are they both wines? So if Leslie needs to, I think Leslie's on Saturdays. Sweet. It sounds really good, whatever it is. I'm not a. But man, This jewelry lot rocked, and I mean rocked. Yeah, when they have a little. This is one of them, Shell Bell. Look at that. I got a lapis, sterling lapis. Now you want to talk about a beauty, and that is not signed at all. Look at the construction on the back, and so many more things was in there. And I'm a pink lover, but I'm crazy about this. I mean, really, she really did. Where's that ring at? It was almost like it was tailor made for me, you know. Right, look in your box. I was rather impressed. I need to take these scissors downstairs. You ever have umpteen pairs of scissors and you go to cut with one, it wouldn't cut hot butter? All right, what'd you do with it? I tried to keep everything in here, and let me find it. It was lapis, and it was in between a 7.5 and an 8. And it looked like lapis to me. Now, where'd it go? Oh, and this. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Mercy. Let's see. It's probably in one of these bags. Okay, there's the sterling. There's the glass. And I just had that thing. Where'd it go? Am I freaking losing it or what? Let's see. Aha. If it had been a snake, it bit me. This is in between a 7.5 and an 8. And it is sterling. Isn't that pretty? There's your shoulders right there. So it's kind of like it fits my middle finger on here, but looks like lapis to me. I'm not an expert, but it does look that way. Beautiful, beautiful lapis. And first I thought it was adjustable, but it's not. It's beautiful. It's one of those odd sizes that it fits. It won't fit. I think my right hand, the fingers are always bigger than the left because you use a lot of your, you use your left hand. I am right-handed, so isn't that pretty? So naturally, this is going to be a little more muscular, if that's what you want to call it. But this here is so beautiful, and it's older too. I can tell because of what it's strung on. It's kind of like one of those layering necklaces. And it's glass, and it is something else. Alrighty then, I'm back. I just couldn't leave without, I don't know what happened. I reconnected it. My cable, can you guys hear me? Don't leave yet. Let's see. Well, duh. Me get into live chat, you ninny. Here, there we go. We're back, as Dennis would say. Da, 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 da. I reconnected. I'm getting rather computer savvy. I don't know. My Ethernet cable may have had a little loose connection. You got to make sure it's in there. But I am back. I'm getting so tech savvy. I don't know if I can. But here's what I was showing. This is the most adorable angel Come on. Look how beautiful that is. And I've got a gold tone. She also put a gold tone pair of angel post earrings in there. Adorable. And this big, beautiful cross with the vintage. I know it's old. It's in excellent condition. I can tell by the chain, but here's the cross. Get it untangled here. I've had a lot of necklaces that were older with this same configuration of a chain. But there you have your cross. And it's heavy, and the chain is older. Well, you can tell. Look at that chain. See those links? That they don't do that anymore. Hi again. But I was very well pleased with that and with everything. It was just fantastic. There was sterling in there. There was it was really good, guys. Beautiful cross. And I can tell this is older, by the way. It's so pretty. And see, these are not open back, so I thought it's got the substantial chain to hold up under, the weight of the pendant, and the pendant does have some weight to it. And there you have it. Yeah, Brian, I'm back. I'm learning how to get back once I'm kicked out, but it was that Ethernet cable was it wasn't in there all the way. But isn't that gorgeous? Hi again. I know that is beautiful, especially if you love blue. So pretty. That and what else before everything went bananas? Until we went off the deep end. Let's see. And this, I just love it, and it is marked S something. I can't read. It's a little pill box. It's a little cameo. And I just thought that was super duper. When I seen the cameo, I was definitely enthralled, and it's really nice, guys. You could put it's signed with something, but I can't see it. ST something Stratton, I think, is what it's signed, and it's really pretty. It's in great Stratton, STRATTON, Stratton. And if you need to put your little Motrin or ibuprofen, you put it right in there. All right, Mama Chola, I have to go. My dinner is here. I love my hat. Thank you very much. I love you, everything you got from Tanya. Thank you for making me laugh and smile. Love you too, Mama Chola. Hey, you know me. If I don't say something off the wall, I must be sick. But there's a lot of good things in here. I mean, it was well worth. And thank you for being here, Mama Chola. I appreciate it. Here's the earrings that the little angels. And these would be really cute together because they're both gold tone. Little angels. How sweet is that? When she picks something out, she picks it out. But everything was really nice. It was this well, that's how you buy a lot and get something out of it. But these are glass as well. They're little sparkly doodads, and one is lavender, one is pink, and they're AB coated. And what I thought would be pretty to twist them together and put what's that thing, guys, that you I need one. I can't even think of what it is. And you torsade it together and watch it sparkle all the way. And they're AB coated. But there's something, what do you call that? An enhancer? What do you call that, guys? It's you can hook it through each end to connect something through each end, and I can't think of what it is. I would like to have a gold and silver tone, but that these are really pretty. They're smaller, but they do have a big impact for sure on that. Beautiful glass. Be pretty. These would be pretty hanging in my car around the down from the mirror in the front if I could not tangle them up so bad, and watch the sun just sparkle right off of them. Kind of double it rear view mirror and just hang them and watch the sun. It's like glitter. Yeah, necklace enhancer where you take it, where you can twist something and bring the ends together. Because a lot of times, if you twist a necklace, you know yourself, depending upon how many times you do it, there's going to be that uncomfortable, bulky thing in the back. But if you have that enhancer, then I know, I'll be sporting that. I had to put a little little clear thing on the back. And yeah, me too, because that's what I was after. And thank you, Doug, for being here. Tanya did an amazing, I mean, I could not have asked for it. It's really good. And so if you want a good jewelry lot, and Tanya's been having them, buy a lot from her because I tell you, you will not be disappointed. You have a great night, Doug. Take care. But isn't that beautiful? So you never have any reservations about buying a jewelry lot from Tanya because you know what you're going to get. It's going to be all good, and that's why I was so excited about mine. Then I got the little stir. Oh, and I love this. Oh, how nice. Oh my goodness. This was so different. Maybe still. I love that. That would be so awesome on a hat. I love the older brooches, and this is gold tone, and it's just absolutely stunning, if I do say so myself. There's something about that bling. But I was very happy. Got to bling that out. I know. Look, the belt. You can see my belt a while ago. It's blinged out. I'm so guilty of the bling. But I've always kind of been that way. And I think if you have jewelry, wear it. Life's too short. If you have the clothes, wear it as long as it's within good taste. Wear it. Life is too short, guys. Enjoy yourself. As long as you're not hurting anybody else. Yeah, it is beautiful. As long as you're not hurting anyone else and you want to wear something, wear it. Let them look. Let them look. They're just eating their heart out that that's not them. But yeah, jewelry is for the wearing. If you have something spectacular, bring it out and let it rip or let it whip or whatever. But yeah, wear it. You need no one's approval to look fabulous, right? That would be pretty even as a. You need no one's approval. You paid for it. It's yours. Wear it and enjoy yourself because at the end of the day, life is very short, guys. You might as well do your thing and And like when I pass away and I'm laying there and say, man, that woman, everywhere she went, she was dressed up every time. I said, well, I have a recording that they push. Don't be jealous. Boy, wouldn't that be freak people out? Someone's deceased and someone's standing around the casket and they're saying that. And all of a sudden, a voice from the casket says, don't be jealous. That would freak them out, wouldn't it? But, my husband, you know, he said that, he wanted to be cremated. Well, I'm not going to be cremated. So they have this monument company has this big angel with the wings, really flared out wings. And there's a little thing on the side, a little urn. I said, well, I'll be in the casket and you can be part of you can be in the urn and I can take the rest home. I said, but I must have the grand monument. But all jokes aside, when we get older, we need to think about doing, a lot of people pay for their plot. And we had a mortician, he was a funeral director, and this has been some time ago. And he cashed in people's, when people prepay for their funeral in advance, which is smart. I mean, that was a good thing because prices are expensive. And he got the money from the insurance company. Thank you, Francis. And he spent it. Now here we come years down the lane. The lady that lives a block from where he lives, he sold her plot. And so she was making sure, of course, she's older, making sure everything was in line. And they said, well, that plot was sold. And she's like, what? And it's where her family is. So she had to, wouldn't that be awful if a person passed away? She was never married. She has no kids. She has nieces and nephews. Her two sisters, I think there was three of them, and they're all deceased. And wouldn't that be awful to find out that your plot was sold to somebody on the day of the funeral? That would be bad, wouldn't it? Because, I don't know who's going to take care of her arrangements, and the guy that did that, the funeral director, he had a funeral home in another county, and they had a pet crematorium plus this one. And when they caught him and he got pulled up on it, he didn't stay. I don't know where they put him, but he didn't stay for very long because he was, I guess, what they call a model prisoner or whatever. So he got out, but he got all that education. He was the best cosmetic makeup applier in the state of Indiana, but he can never be that anymore. All that schooling, and he used to, when he first got started, he used to go over and pick up other people to embalm from Arch El Hedy. That's a place over in the state of Kentucky that I think when they take care of you, you're paying for part of it's paying for their name. But he would do that where Arch El Hedy, they just wanted the money. They didn't want to get their hands. They didn't want to do nothing. And it was such a shame he got involved with the wrong thing. And yeah. And I think what it was, Lenore, he was on drugs. And I don't know if it was connected with being around death all the time or what it was. But he also had a couple bodies that there was a crematorium, and he had a couple bodies and a couple pets. And I can remember I came home from work and I could see these men in hazmat suits on the property of the funeral home. And Evidently, he had left 2 bodies in there decomposing and 2 animals. And he said, well, they turned the electricity off. Well, he could have took them somewhere else and cremated them. So that just goes to show that, he was on drugs. He'll tell you, and he lives right next door. But yeah, he can never be a mortician again. He could, at this point in his life, he could have been very well off, well into retiring, but he cannot be a mortician anymore. And I don't know how much it costs to go to school for that, but so he is driving a wrecker for a wrecker service. So he went from making all this money, to driving for the guy he drives for. I graduated with him in high school. So I know people make mistakes. And for one thing, I think he got into debt really bad because his wife was a spendthrift. And I think he got into a situation that he couldn't get out of. And it was a bad thing now. And like I said, he was the best makeup applier in the state of Indiana, flat out through all the counties. He was the best. And it's so sad. But yeah, he had two bodies and 2 bodies of pets in that crematorium well, the neighbors complained there was a horrible smell, and hazmat went over there and it was nasty. And he said, well, they turned the lights off. Well, he could have took them to another place. I'm sure he had buddies that worked in the funeral business. I mean, it was just nasty. So he threw away his education, and he could have been retired by now. He could have, and making good money. He could have people working for him. He could hire embalmers for his business. And he lost it all, guys. He lost it all. But he did. The lady that lives a couple blocks from him, he sold her plot at the cemetery. He cashed in. It's terrible. Imagine a loved one passes away, and then you go to the funeral home and it's prepaid, and they're like, what cemetery plot? You don't have a cemetery. Wouldn't that be terrible? But he had the capacity to collect the money from the insurance company. And he did. He collected it all right. But, how could somebody... Well, my father-in-law, they put someone on his... Director, produce. I don't know if I want to be the comedian or but he was really... Now, my father-in-law, his dad gave him a plot in a Mount Lebanon cemetery. And there were 2 spots. And one of them, he was to be buried there. And I want you to know that they buried a lady there because she wanted to be by her family. And he couldn't find his paperwork. And the groundskeeper and the records were like non-existent. And so my husband and his brother was with him, and my brother-in-law said if he'd have been a younger man, he'd have took that guy behind that church and beat the crap out of him. He goes, well, I don't know. I just took over. So what they did, see, my husband's parents were divorced. So what they did when my mother-in-law died, they gave her a free plot because they put a lady, and I guess who knows where the records are, but it belonged to my father-in-law. There was 2 spots And buddy, they put somebody right on it. And that's why, that's why that these people, they need to keep accurate records to keep this from happening. And that's where a lot of my husband's family is buried, over in there. His grandmother and his grandparents and things like that were buried. His grandfather was buried over there. And by gosh, they planted a lady right in it. And really, guys, by law, if somebody, and I know this sounds awful, if someone buries someone on a plot that you own and you can prove it, you can make them dig that person up. And I know it's kind of morbid, but you can in the state of Indiana. If they put somebody on a plot and you can prove that you own it, they better get busy digging because they'll have to move it. And I really don't believe in moving people after they're buried, but I sure don't believe in someone's spot being taken because the record stunk. You know what I mean? But yeah, that actually happened. And so, like I said, when my mother in law passed away, they gave her a free plot because they done messed up. And, you know, there's no telling where that paperwork was. And you usually, when you make a purchase, that they have a record of it. If you buy a plot, they have a record of it, and only God knows where the records was, because I don't think the other people that worked that knew what in the heck was going on. So, but yeah, they can they can make that the body be dug up out of there. And then you're looking at charges for it to be dug up and moved and put somewhere else. So it's always good. But a lot of people only go on what the cemetery association says. If they're ditzy and make a mistake, what you gonna do? It can cause. I mean, at the time of a death, the family's upset, they're emotional, and they don't need that. You know, yeah, check your mom's extra plot because you never know, Penelope. I don't know how they are about keeping records, but I'm telling you, I'm not an advocate for removing somebody. Now, if, and I don't know how they did it in the olden days. I would wonder how often this happens. It never occurred. You never know because, there's, when it comes to plots, cemetery plots, you got to be really careful because, you know, um, you just have to be careful. So if you got to make sure you keep that paperwork. That's the key right there. That's your proof. When they done messed up and they don't and they're clueless, that piece of paper and that you bought that plot goes a long way. So you got to really, I mean, I'm not being morbid, but we all pass away. We're all going to pass away one day, and it's best not being surprised with something like that's not good. It really would, and they really try to avoid that. That was a touchy situation. Now, if more than likely, when the first, like if it's a husband and wife, normally that stone is set, and they ain't gonna bury somebody beside some. You know what I mean? It's traumatic, and it's really people are grieving at that time anyway, and they don't need that hassle. So if you might want to locate that paperwork because if push comes to shove, you know, it's all about keeping records and you know, and see when a lot of times all this stuff transfers over after the last one leaves, then it's the next one, and we don't know. And sometimes they don't know what the other person did. They could have just took a file and put it anywhere. And to think about, it can really be confusing, guys. But yeah, my father-in-law, he was really upset because, see, he found out they always decorate the graves, and he found out when they went to put flowers on, and he was livid because he knew where that spot was, and he was really upset because his parents are buried there. And that's why that plot was bought. He was given that plot. And you look up and somebody else has been, you wouldn't want to do that to someone. So he's buried in a different cemetery. Huh? No, it was when my mother-in-law passed away, which she passed first, since they discovered and my father-in-law couldn't find the paperwork, and the guy attendant said, well, I just picked up this job. I don't know where nothing is. But when his mother passed, because of that mix up, they gave her a free plot for her. And then his dad had to be buried in a different cemetery away from his parents. His parents was buried there, and his grandfather. And it gets really touchy, guys, when, you go for all these years and you don't really think about it when you're younger. Penelope, his second choice was, he had a different cemetery. Yeah. And it really puts people in a bad position. And but he said he accepted it because he couldn't change it. So he decided to be put in a different cemetery. And what you're going to do, there's not much you can do. But it gets touchy when it comes to things like that. And that's why it's so important to keep that bill of sale for that plot, because I'm telling you, and the way things are going today, guys, they're going to run out. The way these concrete jungles are building, they're going to run out of places to bury people. They really are, because every time you look around, there's a concrete jungle pop up. But I think in the future that cremation, because of the volume that's going in the cemeteries, they're going to go to cremation. They're going to have to. I mean, what are you going to do? You can't put a casket and then put a you can't do it. And I know it sounds morbid in the thoughts of being cremated, or it's terrible, but we have to be realistic. There's towns building up like big cities, and they're running out of room. Now, me, I do not want to be cremated whatsoever, but who knows? I may have to be. I won't know. I'll be gone. But they have this one funeral home. They have this really neat. It's I don't know what year it's from. It's in pristine condition, and the back part of it where they put the casket is all glass, all of it, and it is so neat. You can actually see the casket through the glass, as they're taking it to the cemetery. So, but really, guys, our bodies is just a shell for what really counts. It is our soul and our being that counts. I know it sounds like, ooh, I don't want to be, but everything in this world is temporary. Things come and they go, but that's the way life is, guys. I think someone said life was like a vapor. Here you see it and then it's gone. But so but my father-in-law had a very nice funeral, and they picked out the most beautiful. It had in the back of it, it said, "I'm coming home." It was the most beautiful. It was so beautiful. And they wanted to put him in a pair of blue jeans. Of course, it was my husband, and I said, "You will not, yeah, you will not put him in a pair of blue jeans." I said, "Let me do the picking." And we picked him out a nice pair of black pants. And he loved blue. I could not find blue to save my soul. So we got something that was grayish. I said, "Y'all ain't going to put him in blue jeans." I said, "I'm putting my foot down." I said, "I know how your dad was when he went somewhere. He was dressed in nice slacks." I said, "You can't do that." It wasn't even my dad. And I said, "Wait a minute. I said, "You will not put him in blue jeans," because he would not have liked it. I knew him that well. You're going out, you want to leave a good impression, even though you're not going to be around anymore. It doesn't mean that, you can't be. But I picked out his stuff. I said, "Y'all are not putting," and they didn't argue neither. And I told him over the phone, I said, "Just let me handle it." I said, "I've got pretty good taste and I'll pick it out." I just didn't say, "Man, she's awful bossy. That wasn't even her dad." You know, but he had a very nice funeral, and he was buried where he wanted to be, even though he had to accept it. And he said, "Well, I would like, when I pass away, I want to be buried in this cemetery." And that's what we did, because, there's no sense. What was done was done. You can't, you don't want to have someone dug up. I mean, that is just really, you know, yeah, it's not, our body is only a shell for the real thing, that our soul, and that's the important thing. We all have a soul, we all have an aura about ourselves. you know it's just how that's how God intended it to be. And God doesn't make mistakes. People do, but we just never know what we'll have to face, guys. We really don't. And that's, when I was a caregiver, I always told the kids of the people, I said, "You need to spend as much time with them as you can. Tell them you love them and don't have any regrets. Do not feel guilty about what you didn't say, because once they're gone, guys, that's it. That is the final destination for sure." It's so good. Lord, it's 8:57. I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging in while I had technical difficulties. But it's just food for thought. We never shoot. I mean, we might want some, I always felt like if someone wanted something specific after they passed, I feel like they should have it, and it should be what they want. So I'm going to let you guys go. Love all the way around, because you live in different states. You guys have a great rest of your night. It's 2 minutes till 9, and I'll catch you later. I'll see you Saturday at the auction. Be well, live well. I'll catch you later. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Good night, everyone. I'm going down to raid the refrigerator. Good night. And thank you, Elizabeth, for being here. I hope you had a good time. And good night.